Alright people, this is Brad the Lad back again with another video, and it is another Philip Neville training session, and today we are going to be training with Bradford City. It is an absolute pleasure to be here today doing this Bradford City training session. There is one thing we do need to change as well, the shirt number, because the subscriber number is 86 now, which is obviously it's not what I would have wanted, of course, but you know, I've got to earn those subscribers back. So let's get into it. It's going to be a fun day. We're training with Bradford, and we're going to talk a bit about Bradford as well. So Bradford City in 2013, Bradford managed to achieve one of the most impossible journeys of all, reaching the League Cup final. It was more of a Cinderella story final, people called it, as two unlikely teams, Bradford and Swansea, reached the final. Swansea City won that 5-0, which crushed their dreams. On that route, they beat teams like Watford, they beat teams like Wigan when they were in the Premier League. The biggest one was Arsenal. That was an absolutely amazing victory. It was a penalty shootout win in December 2012. My old primary school head teacher used to support Bradford as well. And obviously I have been to the place quite a lot where my family are from. So Bradford does have a special place to me. And today in this training session we're going to be talking a bit more about Bradford in the current present as well, and back then. Also, Bradford City managed to achieve promotion to League One via the playoffs. Another Wembley visit, a 3-0 win against Northampton Town. A great achievement by Phil Parkinson's team. And Phil's scored an absolute beauty. Last night, Bradford City played Lincoln City. Of course, you'll remember Lincoln for the non-league side who reached the FA Cup quarter-finals, including wins against Brighton when they were in the Championship, and Burnley, and they played Arsenal in the quarter-finals. The first non-league team since 1914 to reach the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And I'm going to switch the fan on. If it does affect the sound, I do apologise. 2 seasons later in the FA Cup, Bradford City won 4-2 away to Chelsea, who won the Premier League that year, and their team, had, players who were capable of possibly winning the Champions League. I mean, obviously it wasn't their best team on the day, but to beat Jose Mourinho's Chelsea away from home in a game Chelsea thoroughly expected to win is incredible. They reached the quarter-finals. They beat Sunderland when they were in the Premier League, and then they went on to play Reading. They drew 0-0 in the first game. They could have won that game. It was a classical cup tie, the muddy pitch, League One side against a Championship side in Reading. But in the replay, their dreams were crushed. A 3-0 defeat at the Medeski. Reading reached the semi-finals, as we knew. I mentioned that from last week. That is a very lucky goal that Philip has just scored there with his left foot. Poor goalkeeping, to be fair, from the guy in the goal, Matt Duke. And I do believe that, of course, Bradford City have gone downhill. They've been relegated. They were relegated 2 years ago from League One to League Two, and things are not looking too great for them. A 5-0 home hammering by Lincoln, and they could have played Liverpool in the next round, but that will be Lincoln City's honour. So, Bradford, hopefully maybe one day the good times will come back. Maybe a world-class 97 rated Philip Neville would help you in those circumstances. But yeah, the season's young. It's possible for them to come back from this, but you never know what will happen. And by the way, the Bradford manager Stuart McCall, he's been there a couple of times. I've actually had a picture with him at the Halifax Town against Bradford game. He was working for BT Sport that day. That was such a magnificent day that day. It was really enjoyable. I was really proud to be there. It was a good day. I remember I was poorly, and I had to have a couple of days off school as well. I was poorly before the game. I was poorly the night before, and I was like, no, I want to go to this football game so much. I'm not going to let feeling ill spoil it for me. I remember that. And Bradford won the game 2-1. Halifax were winning. But yeah, it was nice to see that I was there at the part of Bradford City's journey on the way to beating teams like Chelsea and Sunderland. It was a real big honour, and I really, really enjoyed it. We're in the last minute now. Great skill, great shot. Oh, this is another shot. Oh, and it's palmed away from the keeper. Here comes Philip once again. Oh, just poked wide. Oh, great effort there. By the way, guys, tomorrow is going to be my Manchester United against Crystal Palace preview of Saturday's game. It's going to be a really, really good preview. I'm really excited. Hopefully United can win. Right, guys, that's the end of the video. We will be back next week. I think it's Port Vale, the training session next week. Have a great one, everyone, and I shall see you tomorrow. In a bit.